Hello, good morning students. Welcome once again. So again in our social science class I am your SS teacher. So today also I am continue the same chapter which we read in the previous video, French Revolution history, and in first video we read about the society of France and what are the reasons that the people of France are very unhappy with their own king. And we also read about what are the reasons that when Louis XVI became a king, he saw the treasure was empty. So all these things we discuss in very detail in our first chapter. Okay, and in that particular video also we discuss about the problems which are facing by the people of France. Okay, so today I am discussing about another chapter, another you can say topic. Chapter is same, French Revolution, but the topic is changed. It is second part of the chapter, and the name of this particular topic is Outbreak of Revolution. How the French Revolution started? What are the turning points that this particular revolution started in all the place everywhere, not only in France but also its impact on the other part of the world. Okay, so second chapter or the second topic starts in your book on page number 8. Okay, so again already we have read in previous chapter that Louis XVI when sat on a throne and the treasure was empty. Now what he is thinking? He is thinking that we will now introduce more and more tax for the common people so that the treasure which was empty can be filled by these that revenue or by that taxes. So what Louis XVI think? To increase more tax. So at that time, Louis XVI or any king has not a power alone to start any tax. If king has to start new tax, he has to take the permission of some authorities. Okay, and here king alone cannot take the decision, and the authority which has to involve with this particular decision is a state journal. Okay, it is a political body. So when this estate journal argue with all the things for what are the issues king is taking for these taxes, only after that they will take a decision either to impose more tax or not. Okay, so Louis XVI or the any king cannot take decision alone. So what Louis XVI do? He call up all the state journal meeting. Okay, already in your book it is written in first paragraph that state journal was a political body. In this particular political body, all the three states are included. Three states which we read in first chapter, first, second and third, nobility, clergy and third state, in which other people of that particular French population included. They may be artists, they may be peasant, businessmen, middle class, professionals, lawyers, teachers, all the women, they all are coming in third state. Okay, so now the meeting, the day which was decided for the meeting was 5th of May 1789. Okay, and in this particular meeting all the three estates are coming. So from the first state, there are the members or the representatives, total number is 300 from the first state. And again from the second state, again 300 members. And last or the third state, there are also 600 members from the third state. Okay, now all these members are coming, they will discuss the new issues on which now king want to impose tax. Okay, now here is again you can see that in this particular decision making body women have no role for they are not able to participate in any decision making body or decision making policies or any meetings. They are not allowed to come in these meetings. Okay. Now, what is the process for this meeting? To take a new proposal of tax, there is a voting system. Okay. And what is the system at that time in France? That one estate, one vote. First estate, one vote. Second estate, one vote. Third estate, one vote. Now, what is the problem here then? 300 members from first estate, 300 members from second estate, and 600 members third estate, which is the 90% population of France. They have only 1%, whereas the 10% first and second estate, they had more percentage of winning this particular meeting or voting right. Okay, so now already we have read in previous chapter that middle class are now gaining knowledge. They are now inspired by lot of philosophers, Montesquieu, Rousseau, and John Locke. So now what they are demanding, that every person has single vote value. Vote value should be now changed. It should be not on the basis of estate. It should be individual. One person, one vote. Okay, not the one estate, one vote. So when they put a demand in front of King, Louis XVI just refused this demand. Okay. So he said that the voting criteria will be same, which was coming from beginning or the earlier of this old regime. Okay. So now all this third estate or the 90% people's representative are now very angry. So what they do? They just walk out from that particular place, come out from that particular place where the meeting is going to be held in a palace of a king. Okay. So from here, now what they do? They say that we are comprising 90% population of France. So we have more power than the power of first and second estate. So all these third estate people say that they are just like a true representative of the people of France. So when they walk out from that particular palace, what they do now? They all gathered in a tennis court. Okay, on page number 8, in last paragraph, it is written that they all gather in a tennis court, and there they declared that now we, third estate, will be responsible for making a new constitution for France. What they do? They will make a new constitution for France because they have majority of 90% population. They are working on the idea of three philosophers, Montesquieu, Rousseau, and John Locke. Okay. And what they will do when they make the constitution, they will limit the power of the monarch king. That they will limit the power of the king by making the constitution. So main aim of making the constitution of France is to limit the power of their own king. Okay. And here they were led, or they are under the leadership of two persons. Name already given in your book. They are Mirabeau and Aguesseau. Okay. And now these two, both these personality belong to the first and second estate, nobility and clergy. But they have a very soft corner with the third estate. They know the problem facing by these third estates. So they come to help them. Both are very kind-hearted person, intellectual persons. Okay. So now they work as a leader for the third estate. Okay. Now these two, you can say leader or thinkers, are very much intellectual person. बहुत पढ़े लिखे थे, and they have a ability to deliver their idea to the people in a very comfortable manner. When they used to speak, people listen them very keenly. बहुत ध्यान से सुनते थे इनकी बातें. So what they do, they now gather all the people of third estate. Abiso is originally a priest of a church. Okay, so he used to write his idea or the views in a book, in a magazine, and also in pamphlets. And these ideas of these two thinkers are now spreading all over the France. People are not talking about their ideas. Okay, so the National Assembly, which walk out from that particular palace and gathered in the tennis court, now what they are doing, they are now drafting the constitution. So here in Paris, the third estate representatives are drafting the constitution, whereas all over the France or the other parts of the France, there is a very bad condition of the people. At that time there is a winter season and severe winter, बहुत ज़्यादा ठंड, and due to this severe winter, the harvest is just finished. Finished means they did not produce any good harvest. And when there is bad harvest, the price of bread is going to be very up to the mark. Bread का price बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ गया. Bread, which is the main diet, जो उनका main खाना था. And now what happened? People have to spend long hours. They have to spend in a line in a bakery shop for the bread. People are demanding more bread. They are standing in a queue for 6 to 7 or 8 hours so that they can get some little amount of bread. But they are not able to get the bread because all the bakery owners, what they are doing? Now they are holding the stock. They are not supplying the bread to the market. And now people are very unhappy. Okay. And what they do? They are very angry, not only with the king but also with the other authorities. Okay. Similarly, at the same time, जिस समय पर ये सब कुछ हो रहा था in the France, in one side there the third estate are drafting the constitution of France, and apart from our countryside of France and in area of Paris, there is a bad harvest, and due to the bad harvest, bread are not available for all the rest. And in same time now there is a rumor also, एक अफवाह. क्या थी अफवाह? That king has ordered its army to take up the capital city and move towards the Paris. People, those who are making you can say coming with all the other persons or gathering near the prison, you just gun down. This rumor was also spread. Okay, so what the people do? The people was very angry, and in this particular condition, they destroy this prison of Versailles. Okay, as we read in first chapter and the first paragraph of this particular chapter. Okay, at the same time, countryside आसपास के गाँव में there is also a rumor. क्या अफवाह फैल गई? That the landlords of that particular villages have hired a band. किसका? गुंडों का, जो लोग क्या बोलते हैं, जो लोगों को अटैक करते हैं, उनको उन्होंने क्या किया है? हायर किया है. क्यों हायर किया है? That they all the people will come, bad people will come and destroy their harvest. When all the peasants listen this, now they are very angry. So what they do? What they think? That when these bad people will come and destroy our harvest, हम क्या करें? उससे पहले हम ही इन लैंडलॉर्ड्स पर, इन जमींदार्स के घर पर क्या कर देते हैं? अटैक कर देते हैं. And with all their agriculture equipment, they just run to their home. They just destroy their home, looted all the hoardings of grains which they have collected in their homes, burned their home, and all the landlords just ran from that particular place. Okay. Now when the king see all these conditions, जब राजा को ये सब सिचुएशन पता चली कि एक तरफ तो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बन रहा है उसकी पावर्स को कम करने के लिए, एक तरफ ब्रेड के लिए लोगों में पीपल आर फाइटिंग विद ईच अदर, दे आर एंग्री, एंड द थर्ड थिंग द पीजेंट्स ऑफ द कंट्री साइड आर नाउ अगेन do a revolt against their own landlords. So what the king thought? Louis XVI thought that now it's a time came कि अब उसको क्या करना चाहिए, जो नेशनल असेंबली है थर्ड स्टेट की उसको क्या कर देना चाहिए, रिकॉग्नाइज कर देना चाहिए, एक्सेप्ट कर देना चाहिए. ओके, एंड ही एक्सेप्ट दिस. उसने अपनी पावर्स को क्या कर लिया, कम कर लिया in constitution, that now the king will work according to the constitution. So on the night of 4th of August 1789 assembly ने एक law pass किया, and by this law the power of a king is now limited. Now king have to work not according to his own wish but according to the constitution. So France के अंदर, now in France it is not a absolute monarch. Now in France it is a constitutional monarch, because now the king has to follow the rules and regulations which are written in a constitution. Okay. इसके अलावा और क्या हुआ, मेंबर्स ऑफ फर्स्ट एंड सेकेंड स्टेट्स को कंपेल किया गया टू लीव देयर प्रिविलेजेस जो कि उनको बाय बर्थ मिले हुए थे. ऑल द टैक्सेस, आइदर द तिथि और द टैली has been finished, abolished, खत्म कर दिए. जो भी टैक्सेस थे all are finished. Okay, and by finishing these tax, राजा के जो ट्रेजरी था उसमें कितना फ्रेंच करेंसी कलेक्ट हो गई, एटलीस्ट 2 billion. Okay, only by these particular taxes. So you can think how much people are paying taxes. Okay, and after that what happened, that France become a constitutional monarch from a absolute monarch. Page number 10. Okay, second point it is that France become a constitutional monarch. National Assembly has complete their draft of constitution in 1791. They take 2 years to make the constitution, और 91 में उन्होंने उस constitution को पूरा कर दिया. And what is the main aim of the constitution? To limit the power. They limit their power. The power of a king, power which was concentrated in one hand, is now separated in different organs. Okay, different institutions, and these 3 institutions are legislative, executive, and judicial. And this is very clearly explained by a figure, that is figure 7. You can see figure 7, it is very clearly it is written how the executive work, how the judiciary work, and how the legislative work. Legislative is National Assembly. Okay, now in National Assembly there are 745 members already written, and these members are elected by the electors, and these electors are 50,000 men. Okay, 50,000 men are there. Again, now the main thing, again electors are the men. Women, again there is no role of women in the decision making body of France. Okay, by this constitution has divided French citizens into 2 parts: active citizens, passive citizens. Okay, 2 citizens. Active citizens, citizens which have right to vote, and mainly active citizens are the people which are some above the age of 25 years. Okay, 25 years above, plus they are the wealthier person, they are paying the tax to the government. Okay, these are the people, they have got a right to vote. Okay, and passive citizens, all the women, peasant, artists, those who are with less money or they have very little money or no money, they are not given the right to vote for the National Assembly. Okay, so you can see here that Constitution has divided the citizen into two parts: active citizen and passive citizen. Okay, now Constitution of this France started with the declaration. Declaration means घोषणा करते हैं. क्या घोषणा करता है Constitution? कि they have given lots of right of man and citizen. Again, one thing you have noticed: right to man, rights of man and citizen. The name of women is again not included in this. What the right they have given? Right to life, right to freedom of speech, right to opinion, right to equality before law. And these all rights are natural. Means by birth, all the people have getting these rights. Okay, and no one will, and no institution and no authority is there to take up all these rights. Okay, they have to obey, and it is their duty of all the institutions, executive, legislative, and judiciary, that they give all these rights to their citizens. Okay, so in this way, there is a revolution in France. Louis XVI, who was a absolute monarch, now changed into constitutional monarch. Okay, again now in page number 12 and 13, you can see there are a lot of pictures. Okay, I will just show you. You can just see these are the pictures, these are the symbols. Okay, you just read it and understood. All these are the symbols which are considered as a political symbols, and these symbols have a very important place in the history of France. Okay, all these are the symbols. This is a bundle of rod, then a eye with a triangle radiating light, broken chain, spectre, then snake biting its tail to form a ring, then red cap, blue, white and red. These are the national colors of France. Then winged women and the long tail. Okay, so these are the main symbols, political symbols, which are very important in the revolution of France. Okay, you just read it. And apart from these, there are, you can see on page number 11, there is a source C, Declaration of Rights. These are the list of rights which given to the citizens of France. Okay, all the citizens are taking these rights by the birth. After that, there is a source B again. You can read it. It is also about the journalist who write about the right of a people which was given to the people of France. And this particular figure which I told you, in this particular figure, when you will read this figure, you can able to understand how the National Assembly is going to be constituted, how the new system of France is working. The idea which was given by the John Locke, Montesquieu and Rousseau is implemented in this. Okay, division of powers which was advocated by Montesquieu in the first chapter. Okay, so now in this chapter you can see how the revolution is working in France. Okay, so just read the chapter very carefully. Okay, and in next video we will discuss about the third part of this chapter, that was French abolish monarchy and become a republic. So I hope that you read all the two chapters, previous part of this chapter and the third part which I just told you, French abolish monarchy and become a republic. You just read it, and in next video I will discuss about this particular issue. Okay.